Hey G-Spree gang, we're out on the trail today, except we're gonna get absolutely nothing done out here, so let's go back inside. Howdy. Hopefully I didn't get any ticks on me. I don't think I got any ticks on me. Let's get right into it. Welcome back to my desk. Today is a very special day because I got closed beta access to a deck building roguelite game, which is crazy to think about. This game reached out to me and is in closed beta access, and they asked me to play their game. So what is a deck building roguelite? You know roguelite games, right? Like, we don't need an introduction to that. It's like, you know, you get into the game, you play it, and then you die, and then you just start over, and you play the whole entire game again. And it kind of has a story. Some games have more story than others, and there is a definitive end to it, and sometimes there's a little bit of a secret ending, and maybe there's a little bit of different people that you can play as, and they play the game differently. Endless replayability because it's a roguelite. So fast forward to February, last February, 2023, Steam's throwing a little, like, roguelite deck builder. I think it was a roguelike deck builder, like, sale or showcase specifically to show off a bunch of new demos for new deck building roguelite games and all that fun stuff. Among those were some card games like Dungeon Drafters, Nadir I think was on there, Hellcard, Racine, and a couple of other ones. And these games I'm super excited for. I'm super excited to play more, and I really want to find time to play more. A couple months ago now, I played Nowhere Profit, which is super awesome, and I have 2 videos on this channel. I have 2 more on my PC from whatever it was, like, I think it was actually February that I played these games. But let's jump to this Tuesday, this last Tuesday, a couple days ago, 5 days ago or something. I got a really cool email asking me to try out this roguelite game that this studio is developing, and it's currently in closed beta, as I mentioned. It's on Steam. You can try the demo for free right now if you go to Steam. This game is called Tamarak Trail, and what it basically is it takes card games where you have cards and throws them on a set of dice. So you start the run with 2 dice, and as you play the run you get more dice, and you get the ability to customize those dice to be whatever you want. So there's typically like a utility / like defense die, and then there's like an attack die, and you can customize the sides with new like cards that you pick up through beating stages, going through the stages, going through special events and stuff like that. So you have these fully customizable dice, and oh my god, this game is so much fun. Just yesterday, I've already put 5 hours into the game, and I'm super excited to share this game with you guys because I have a reason to share it, because it's a video that I can make for Versus Evil, the publishing company that invited me to play this game. 2, I want to play more of these games. Give me more deck building roguelite games. Please let me play more deck building roguelite games. And I really don't think there's a third one. These games are awesome. Actually, number 4, commentary. I could talk about these games the whole time I play it. Slay the Spire, I can non-stop chat your ear off about that game while I play that game. It's perfect for commentary. I absolutely love it. So let me dive you into a dangerous, mysterious trail called Tamarak, ruled by your dice throws that you get to customize during the run. The trail is super long, so buckle up and you better be ready to sink hours into this game. So we're just going to jump into a run really quick. I'm just going to play. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see how far we get. Hopefully we get at least past the first, like, boss. That's why this video is so long. I play through an entire run. I hope you guys enjoy. Huge shout out again to the publishers Versus Evil and the game developers Yarrow Games. So thank you guys again, and I hope you really enjoy this video. All right, we are in Tamarak Trail right now. This is the first thing you're greeted with. Well, there's a main menu and all that stuff. So we're met with the lodge, right? And in this lodge, you gain these coins. This is your like out of game currency type stuff. There's in-game currency, like in-run currency, which is your run or your gold. Your runs is golds. So you can buy different champs. I'm not sure if those champs are out yet, and I'm not sure if you can upgrade the lodge yet within beta. But first champ or first character, first whatever you want to call it, is the detective. So right away we can see this map is absolutely massive, right? So I was thinking, just going in, I see this guy, right? I think, oh yeah, that's the first act boss, and then it goes, but we are still, like, if we cut it off right here, this is still this first section. We get into this second section, and it ends with this teapot thing. And then we get the third section, the last section. So I guess there's 3 sections still, but oh my god, the amount of nodes. And I think the furthest I've made is probably like halfway through this part. This game is hard. So let's get into it. So not all of the nodes are made equal. Some of them have more than others. Some have less. So let's just go. We're going to get into our first combat. So if we can take a look at our dice, we can right click on it and it'll see these claws is just our basic attack. The turtle is our defense because gotta love the turtles. All right. This one is Jagged Bolt. So this is where the game gets interesting. If I roll this, you can see right here, we can apply 3 bleed per hit. Currently it's at 0, which is why it says 0. And that's what that little note is there. Perfect. So we got our hit. And so what you want to do, bang, we smack that die. And then boom, we get to apply 3 bleed, which is kind of like if you've played Slay the Spire, it's kind of like poison. It starts at 3. After it hits that 3, it goes down to 2 and then down to 1. And then it's gone. So we can also see enemy intentions, which is beautiful. Also, any die hit that has that little, like, whatever you want to call it, that emblem above it, it costs 1 more, I believe. I'm pretty sure. I'm not a professional yet, but alright, we follow my words. So for now, we just gotta smack him a couple times, which is perfect because, you know, we just rolled 2. So we got his resolve down to 0. That's what this bar is. It's kind of like a health bar, kind of not. So this 2 is the amount that he regens at the beginning of every round. So this procs first, and then it would be the bleed. So he would gain this, and then he would lose 2, so he would lose it immediately and go back down to 0. Once we reduce them down to 0, any extra damage, boom. If they've got a heart left, it takes away that heart. So you can see that bleed took down that resolve, and now he's at 1 heart left. So all I got to do is hit him, which, of course, why would I do that? All right, perfect. So you can drag your dice to the enemy you want to hit, and you can just simply double click on it, but there will be more in more encounters, so you might want to be more specific with what you choose. We could get more bleed. So what this is you get this at the end of every single round. Let's see, double stack the amount of debuffs on a monster, so I would be able to double stack that bleed, and then we get some other stuff later on. I want to do this powerful shot. We're going to go a little bit risky. It's 4 resolve to play it, and you can see we start with 25 resolve. So we're going to continue on with this path, and we have 25 resolve. We get 7 at the beginning of every round, which is why you kind of want to be able to change the way that you play. You want to be not too aggressive, but if you know, like, oh, I want to just get this guy down like super quick, so it doesn't matter what I play. The block is perfect. We're not going to block everything, but we're going to block most of it. He's going to take some bleed damage to keep that resolve down. And what's cool about this is you get this every single combat. You get the ability to just regain 5 resolve. These rerolls, if I don't like these, I can reroll this. Bang. They're gone. I get to roll them again. And you have this auto roll, which is cool and all, but personally I'm not a huge fan of it because I like putting all of my hit effects on 1 die, which I didn't actually add that last card that we picked up onto a die. So we're going to do that right after this. Alright, so we've got another one. So this one costs 0. So this one you gain 2 block and 2 resolve, and then you get to flip the die to the bottom. So this is another cool mechanic. It's called the flip mechanic. So we have our die right here, and boom. So this is the top, I guess. This is the bottom, side, whatever. So this one, we want to gain 2 and then flip the die to the bottom. So whichever one that would be. And so this is where it kind of gets to be a little tricky in how do you want to manage your dice. So I want to put this bleed. Let's do that one on the bottom. Why not? But this one, I want to put that on my more defensive die, whatever. So I'm going to put this right here, and I'm going to put this on the bottom. So I'm going to get, for sure, if I get the block, I'm going to get 7 block out of that 1 roll. And that block that rolls it, flips it to the bottom, is free. So I get to use that just with no drawbacks, basically. Which is beautiful. Awesome. So we're going to start with the bleed, and then if you forget, which I'm going to forget what these things do so many times, so you can click and hold on it, and it'll show you on the right side what it does. And it automatically ends your turn when you have no more dice. So if you do want to use this resolve, you have to use it before you use your last die, which is totally fine, totally understandable, whatever. Boom! We get some big damage in here. And unfortunately, I would have been able to kill him with that bleed, but his resolve is the amount of bleed that I have inflicted on him. So, they've got a bunch of buffs and stuff, and at the beginning part of the game, you're facing the same type of enemies, so it's a little bit repetitive, but obviously it's the first part of the game. The first section is pretty huge, so you get used to fighting those same people. I'm going to take this parry 2, and then slap this on my defensive die. Boom. And you're going to build up enough. Ooh, where do we go? We get to go onto this path. You're going to build up enough to, when you get that third die, you're going to be able to almost fill it up, depending on what path you take. Alright. Let's take a look here. He's going to do 6 damage. Oh, I don't have to do that. Alright. So, here's another thing. I could place... Oh, wait, the defense is 0. Alright. So, if that was, like, per se, 2 cost, and it was just some more block, I wouldn't want to place that, because then that would make my resolve go down, because I only get so much. Boom. Basic attack is 1. I actually didn't know that the block was 0 at base, so that makes me a lot... Ooh. That makes it a lot easier. Okay, apply 2 block per hit. So I want to smack this on that one. We're going to get another attack on this. So, this one applies 10. So I'm going to apply the 10, take a heart off, right? Oh no. He dodged it. I didn't see his dodge debuff. So there are debuffs for dodging, which basically just says you don't get to take damage, which that's what this little jaguar thing is, if I can ever roll it. Perfect timing. So, thing is, this costs 3, so it's quite a bit, and then it exhausts. So once you use that in the combat, it is gone and you don't get to use it again. So every time we were to roll that, we get this little goose thing, which I don't really know what the goose is or what it symbolizes, but if you roll it and you try and use it, it just doesn't do anything, which whatever, you've exhausted the die, and that's just, you know, what it do. So I'm personally... Actually, you know what? Let's go with another dodge. I would say I'm not a huge fan of more dodges, but, you know, free hits aren't bad, so we'll take it. Now, we're going to stay on the middle path, because I'm going to avoid those exclamation marks, and you might be able to learn why later this run. And... Oh, I chunked all of his resolve off. That's crazy. Alright, so I think this lasts just until you get hit next. I don't think it... Oh, it goes away. Okay, so I wouldn't want to waste that. So, I just wasted that. Alright. Ooh, good thing I have another one, because he's going to deal a ton of damage. Okay, so this guy's resolve is 3. So, unfortunately, my 3 bleed is just enough to get rid of the resolve, and I can't make him take a heart for it. So, we roll again. Ooh, we stack more bleed. It's super satisfying when you get more bleeds, and then being able to stack more bleeds is just, oh, it's beautiful. Then you don't have to worry about that unit, and you can focus on somebody else. Bang! Alright. Alright. So we get to move on to the next one. We get... Ooh, I like this one. Actually, I've never used the frog. Deal 2 and flip it to the left. Let's do this one. Let's be a little kooky. So, let's see here. Deal 2 damage and flip to the left. So, what might we want to use? Let's do this. And actually, since that's... this isn't interesting. So, you don't want to, like, put yourself in a place where you're spending too many resources. So, I think just for now, we're going to swap this and put it here. So, we're going to get the attack out of it. And we'll solidify that die, and we'll move on to... Ooh, a chest. So, here, I'm going to move my camera a wee bit, because we'll need that space later. So, you get these kind of relics, if you want to call them that. There's a couple of them that you get for now. Suspicious Mushroom, all defensive abilities add 2 more defense. Sweet. Shattered Bone increases damage of attacks by 1, and then increase resolve regeneration by 1. I almost always go with the Demon Blood, because this is... So, okay, so this is what happens. You have your cores, they go in this core slot. So, each die has its own core slot. So, every time I roll this die, I increase resolve regen by 1. Beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Alright, so let's go on to the first boss, and I hope this goes well for me, because if I can at least beat the first boss, that's going to be just great. It's going to be an early backflip. I don't know if I want to do an early backflip, but it is what it is. We're doing it. So, I'm going to block one, and I'm going to dodge the other one. Perfect, we don't take any damage. Because you want to manage it so that you don't take too much, you know. And ideally, walking away from this with 3 or more health, 3 or more hearts is peak. It's beautiful. Walking away with all 5 is obviously ultimately the goal, but you can never be... Well, actually, you can be too careful. Okay, so we're gonna get a block here, we're gonna get a block here. We have 8 block, and so we're gonna take damage. And there goes his first health. His first heart, just like that. Very cool, very cool. We get to stack more block, or more bleed, just like we want. And, oh. Taking it. So, this die landed on the other die. So, what's really cool about this is the dice are physics-based. So, obviously with the knocking of the dice around, they can land on top of each other and fall down and, you know, do something else. So, bang bang. We got big block. He's taking big damage, and he does call in a little minion at some point. But I'm wondering if I can just get around it. So if this happens right away, that might have been the best clear I've ever had of this boss, legitimately, because I think he calls in a little duder at some point. I'm not sure what the marking of it is. See, so I probably could have taken a different path that would have given me more, like by like 1 more. So that is literally just like a blank die, which it doesn't matter at all if you have blank spots, because, you know, you're not losing anything. You don't have to spend the resolve. Sure, you miss out on whatever else you have on that die, but if you're just using it, like, for me, that die is going to be a lot of just, I'm going to use that to get more hits on this die. Deal 2 and flip die to the left. Let's deal 2 to this guy. A pigeon with a musket. Alright. Bang. Let's see what we get here. So, you can also just, like, for no reason at all, smack some dice along, like, into each other. It's going to cost you more resources, so it's not recommended, which is why I don't do the auto roll. I don't know if I said this before, but the auto roll is, like, I personally wouldn't do the auto roll because I like being able to start off with this die specifically and then go on from there. So, let's apply some bleed to this guy. So, he's got 6 bleed already. The more bleed we get, the more damage we do in the long run, and we can focus on other people in the meantime. So, he's already at 1 health, so we can get rid of him pretty soon. As long as we roll one more strike. Alright. Ooh, there's our bleed. The bleed is good. Bang. Alright, so, in order to not get this collided by another die, we're going to slam that on this guy, and then hit this bleed on this guy. And what you can do here, see I'm running a little low on resolve. I do want to slap this out so I get free hit and this. And I was supposed to do this before I played the last die, but that's okay. We'll do it right now because you only get 1, and as long as we didn't take health damage last turn, we are chilling, I think. Okay, so this guy's got 10 bleed. So if I apply 6 more, so he's got 16, we should be good for the rest. We should be good for the rest on that guy. He should just die passively. Yep, he's going to take 1 heart every time now. But this pigeon just took 2 from me. Okay, so it gets a little dicey. Okay, so this die is completely useless now. And, alright, I could have just hit it. I could have just hit it. Alright, whatever. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, so we're just barely holding on. And I don't think this pigeon is really going to do much more than what he's currently up to. So that is a-okay with me. Alright, let's go. So I've got 5 more resolve to work with. This is going to be 2. And then this is going to be 4. I thought it was 3. Oh, it's 3 at base. Okay, so that was a whoopsie on my part. I die. Okay, I've got 1 heart left. I got 1 heart left. We're okay. For the most part, I think we're okay. And as long... Actually, no, these guys both die of bleed. Perfect. I don't have to spend any resources. Okay, I'm taking this because it's free. Or no, it's not free. It costs 2. And I'm actually going to put this on this die. And then... There we go. So, 2 dice are gonna have the jump, the dodge thing. Okay, we get to go to the shop though. We lived long enough for me to show you guys the shop. So kind of like a resting point, kind of just like a free space, but you also get to buy sides of your dice. And currently can't do anything with these guys as far as I'm aware of, but they just kind of chill. They make your music. We talked to this guy. Apply 2 bleed and 2 blind for 0. That's actually pretty good. I like that one. Gain 5 block and apply expose to any monster that attacks you. What is expose? Receives 50% more damage. Alright. Gain 3 safe house. Ooh, gain 3 resolve per turn. I like that. This is actually the most I've bought at a shop. Alright, we got this little dude. This little duder. Insurance. I can't see what that says. Oh, gain resolve when your stuff is broken. That's nice. Alright, so I spent all the gold that I have. Let's keep going. Hello, sir. Sirest of the bog. What have you got for me today? Oh, I don't need any block, so we're just gonna bleed and smack. So, this reactive skin, I'm still trying to figure out what it does. It's like, obviously it is what it says. Gain 2 defense when defense is broken. But I'm trying to... I don't know, I was having real trouble with this last time I did this. And I'm not sure why. It might have just been me, because it was late in the night, maybe. I'm trying to just figure it out. So, we've almost broken... Oh, we've almost broken his block, which is good. And I'm really looking for a strike here. Perfect. So, I need some more block, or some more bleed, because his bleed is as much as his resolve right now. So ideally, you want the bleed to be more than the resolve is what I'm finding. So the more bleed, the better. Boom, I want to do this. Deal 2 and flip the die to the left. Smack. Smack. Okay, so 1 heart is down. 2 hearts is going to be down. Bang. Big. Actually, I didn't need to block, but I think we'll be good. I don't think we will take any... I don't think we can die this turn. Take any more hearts is basically just me dying. So, ooh, we get the more bleed. I probably could have applied 3 more bleed, but it's okay. We play the long game. Sometimes we get a little too ahead of ourselves, and play cards before others, or play dice before others. My bad. Okay, I'm not gonna do it this time. I almost did. Sweet. All right, he's at 10 bleed, so he's basically just gonna die. And actually, yeah, I'll be fine. Woo! He's got, oh my god, he's got 2 left still. He didn't take anything from that. Jeez. Oh, he's gonna be hurting after this one. Oh, he's got 1 left, which I think is just gonna be right now. 15 bleed is gonna be enough to wither this man away. Monkey! What does the monkey do? I love the monkey. It hits everybody. Whoa. I forgot that I got this. And this. Okay. I want it to... okay, hold on. Deal 2 and flip the die to the right. So, flip the die to the right. This is free, so I'm going to do that. And then actually, 3 safe house. We're going to put that on... Ooh, we're going to put that here. And then we're going to turn this into kind of like an all-in-one die that kind of... you just get everything out of. So we're going to put the block on that one. And I lose where I am with the icons here. Alright, so... ooh, I barely got that hit. Okay. I like that. Like this. Want to kill the pigeon. The pigeon guy calls in his stupid little friends to fight with him, which is really annoying. So I'd prefer not to deal with him and his friends. But maybe I should kill this guy and then worry about the pigeon. Might be the better play. Probably actually is the better play. So, well, do I stack the bleed now? We're gonna stack the bleed. We're gonna start it. He's gonna deal 2 damage. Actually, yeah, no, that's worth it. That's worth it. Alright. So this pigeon, I think, can also call in another enemy pigeon? I think? Maybe? I'm not too sure. I'm gonna do this 5 resolve. Just because. Puts me back up to max. And I actually can kill this guy this turn, so I don't have to worry about him. 2 and 2 resolve. Oh. Oh, perfect. 3 safe house. Sweet. Okay, let's see. We're stacking the bleed on this middle guy. So we're just going to let him wither away in his own, I don't know, blood. Alright. 3 resolve per turn is actually so useful. I've never seen that card before. So it's awesome that I get some new stuff to show off that even I haven't seen yet. Love it. New stuff every run. Alright, this guy's at 0. I gotta hit him twice. Alright, that's gonna be a big hit, so I want to save that for the big guy. Ooh, I get more resolve. Big damage. Okay, 10 damage. Still didn't chunk him down because of that stupid block, I think. Ooh, this is rough. Ooh, this is really rough. Okay. Actually, I think we just lost. I should have re-rolled. I should have re-rolled. Alright, well, you know what? I got to show off some new stuff. I unlocked this as a new thing that I can get. Must be in, like, card rewards and stuff. Which is cool. So, that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little playthrough. If you guys like it, if the reception is great on this, I will absolutely play more. And if you guys just want, like, a whole run, I will play a whole run and basically just unedited, upload it, whatever. Pretty just raw footage like what I do on Thursdays. I will absolutely just tack it onto like a Saturday if I can find time to get my internet to upload it, because my internet uploads at freaking like barely 1 megabyte per second. It's real bad. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Huge shout out to the developers of Tamarak Trail. The developers are Yarrow Games, and the publishing company, again, is Versus Evil. Be sure to check this game out on Steam. You can add it to your wishlist. I know it'll be on mine, even though I guess it's already in my Steam library. But you can try this demo for free. I'm not sure how far the demo is or how much you can get out of it, but absolutely try it out. Planned release date is 2023, so be sure to keep a lookout for it. And thank you guys so much for watching.